Hello, everybody, welcome. So a little late, little late the mass here. Okay, so thanks. Okay. Mm. Okay, okay. So I hope you hear. I hope you hear. Okay. So okay, guys. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry, I didn't hear your comments. Okay. So okay. So okay, guys. So I hope you're well. Okay. So I'm not gonna. I know. Okay, this is gonna be. I know it's gonna be an instance. Okay, of like, um, I was gonna say. So I'm not. I want to ask you this, guys. If you're watching this, like, don't use like the live stream as like a, because I know I'm gonna be distracted. Like as a, impressions. Like such and such is saying this. Okay, just I'd be okay if you continue to watch it, unless you have okay. So that I know it's probably like it's probably like a good place to comment, but if you want to, I don't want to have to turn off the comments. Okay, it's what I'm saying. Okay, like I'm not saying I will, but I just don't. I'm wary of, like, I don't want to be distracted. Like it says, I get distracted easily. So okay, so if obviously you could do whatever you want, but just beware of my tendency. Okay, to not to get distracted. Okay, okay, so oh my god, so guys, okay, I talked about it last time, I think it was Friday, about the convention. I'm not even watching it. Okay, I don't know what's what's happening. I'm not, like I said, I can't watch it at the same time. Otherwise, I guess super, I can't even watch. No. Seriously, you guys, no. I'm saying, like, you feel free to watch, and it's normal to watch it, but it's just like to make sure that not like, because I know, like, mention this on this one particular live stream, so that I'll be very confused and I'll, okay. But I'm gonna avoid. Okay, like I said, feel free to watch it. Just make sure you don't ask a question about what you're watching, because I'm not watching it. Okay. No, you don't. Like I said, guys, you can watch it. Like I said, it's just more about the live stream. Okay. I'm sorry about the chat, because I know I get confused. Okay, so don't worry about it. No, seriously. Okay. So, okay. Now, just because as you know, I'm not watching, so I get confused. So okay, sorry. Okay, everything is okay. Now let me go to the questions for today. Okay, that we have, just to check. Okay, okay, 1 second. Because the one thing, maybe we should start with a question that I wrote about tonight. Okay, is that there's a lot of Republicans. Okay, I know. Okay, my feeling is, it's very clear that we win this by getting the swing states, of course, right? And so the swing states have a lot of Republicans, so they got the more moderate Republicans to speak. So, but it's just like a little jarring. Okay, so, but I just, okay. So I like to know. It feels like things are good for us, but it's just like, it's a little weird. Like there's so many Republicans, right? Like, okay, it's just like, it's a little strange. But again, it makes a lot of sense in some ways, that from the perspective of what they're trying to accomplish. Is just like a little weird. You know what I mean? So okay. So I'm gonna start the protection. I like to ask for protection. Beautiful red light, coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. Step into it. Step into it. I feel connected. Step into it. I feel protected. I like to ask that information come only from the higher sources. That it create the good. And only the good, huh? Good for the good people. Good for the good people. Okay, so okay. So okay guys, yeah. So yeah, so okay. So okay, so next. So now guys, okay, so let me tune in here, this vision here. Interesting. Into the Democratic Convention. What's going on over there? What's up? What's the vibe? What's going on? You know, it's interesting that I saw somebody mentioned that Biden he pre-recorded this, okay? Because you know, guys, the other thing that I worry about, honestly, it's much more about computer security than anything. I am pretty sure that if they recorded it live, they would try to like disrupt it. Okay, I'm serious. Like, you know how, okay, have you noticed, for example, the stuff that we do here, how sometimes I feel like it could be, you know, my, like even when I have the live streams, it can be disrupted. Remember how it breaks so easily? So I'm sure it's much easier if you pre-record it, especially the, you know, this whole thing, okay? Like every, you know what I mean? So that makes sense. I'm also understanding here they're just gonna have a lot of people talking to show breadth, okay? I feel like I understand here that Biden's thing is that he doesn't actually want to be a very, like, he has a clear idea, you know, he has like the big ideas and everything, but he wants a lot of people to work on stuff. He doesn't want to be the one centering everything, okay? So he wants to give a lot of people the time to talk and the opportunity, okay? So this is it. Like, he doesn't want, it's not about him, you know, it's the opposite of Trump. Like, it's like he's saying, it's a, you know what they use a term, it's like a big, it's like a big umbrella or something like this, okay? It's more like, imagine being like a, it's like a flea, not a flea market, but you know those open markets where you could buy a lot of things. So that's the thing, that's how he's seeing it, okay? Is that it's like you could get all kinds of, if you prefer some, there's like, it's a space that welcomes a lot of people, okay? That's kind of how he's seeing it. They're not there, he's not thinking, they're not thinking about it in terms of like, this is the thing that we're gonna, you know, obviously it's anti-Trump, but it's like they want to sell it as a welcoming kind of place, okay? Okay, so that's it. And it's saying, you know, in a way, it's saying, telling me here that they're also diffusing. Though they kind of wanted to avoid what happened. And to be honest with you guys, I wasn't paying attention in 2016 at the time so much, but they're saying we wanted to avoid what happened in 2016 with like an antagonistic thing, like a Hillary versus Bernie, and Bernie was much bigger, okay? Like, he was much bigger, much, so in a way they're saying if there's a lot of different people, then the factions that want to take, you know, they're like take us down or complain about something, there's going to be other factions that are going to complain about them. You know, it's, you know what I mean, saying it's kind of funny because they're saying Kasich, you know, Kasich is like, he's a coke okay, it's not that I'm like I'm not necessarily supporting him. I don't think he's a terrible person, but he's not exactly our friend either necessarily. But it's kind of funny that, you know, reminds me, guys, you know, when you have a, I'm sorry to say this, I like I said, I think AOC has a lot of good qualities, but what I think is funny here is like, you know, when you have a, like a pest, you know, like sometimes they have more snakes in like a place, they bring the predator to decrease the number of the pest, they bring the predator. Everybody, you know, every animal has a predator, so they get, so in a weird way they're bringing these Republicans, so then those, you know, it's like, because the far left attacks the Democrats, right? And so now he brought in these like, you know, kind of moderate Republicans now attack the far left. So it's kind of funny, okay, because it's like, you know, it's very interesting actually, I find it here, but I feel like I said, they prefer to have it loose, okay, that people can come in and talk and say their bit, and they don't want, it's kind of like also on purpose to not have a one person have too much power or too much to own the narrative too much, okay, or a point of view and everything like that, okay? So this is it. And I think they're trying to say, you know, those people, okay, so, you know, there's like, okay, you know who I have, okay, and by the way, guys, to tell you, okay, this is so funny, I tell you, this is TMI, but it's so funny because, as you know, I say what comes to my mind, right? I don't self-censor. I have my quirks, which is the thing about, you know, as you know my quirks, right? Like propaganda and whatever. But the one thing that I said the other day was about, you know, when I was talking about, what was it? Oh, that's right, AOC, and then I said something about just the Democrats. A lot of people left the group. You know, it's not a lot, but several people left the group because they're much more of that, you know, like anti whatever Democrats, some stuff like that. So it's just so interesting because, to be honest, guys, you know, I have said some controversial things that are not popular. like the one time that just is kind of funny, just to tell you, to let you know. So when people left, the things that I said that made people leave were the thing about Bernie, remember? It was also the thing about the basketball player Kobe. Okay, when I expressed support for Kobe. So that, you know, it's interesting, but it's saying like all, so this stuff is like they really say like things like, what was it? It was like the DNC, you know, something, I forgot what it is. You know, they, oh, that was the thing. It was so funny. It was like the DNC hates the far left, the quote unquote progressives more than they hate the Republicans, which is bullshit. It's a lie. But you know what it is. This is how I am. Okay, I can't pretend to be. This is how I see things. Okay, I'm not gonna. It's just it's part of it. Okay, I'm not. You know what I mean. I am very opinionated on this platform that I have. You know, other people are more popular. They have more followers because they are kind of more generalists. I'm not. Okay, it's just that's what happens. But anyway, so I'm just saying this. Okay, it's relevant because it shows that there's like those people that are more like radical. You know, they're more like, you know, it's my way or the highway kind of thing. Okay, or they want to keep continuing to be hyper aggressive about the whole, you know, whatever, you know, propaganda thing. It's like they're going to be, they have less power, in other words, in this format of the convention, because there's all these like, you know, you have extreme like moderates to the point where they're Republicans, and far left to the point where they are like almost not Democrats. So it's just interesting. It's like, because that's what I'm saying, for from their perspective, the solution is not to make it like, it's something that I personally, I would not have people, I don't know, it's like almost like counterintuitive from how I think. Okay, because to them it's very much like they want everybody. Okay, like, you know, which is cool, but it's hard to manage, right? So in some ways they did not become more, I think the policies are going to, the policies themselves are going to be much more left. But as far as right now, I think it's like it's so interesting because they're not acquiescing to the far left. In fact, they are bringing more people that are more, much more to the right. You know, like in the sense of like much closer to the Republic, which is, I don't know, just interesting. I was not expecting it or something. So okay, and okay, what do the Republicans see? What is the advantage? What is the advantage that people like, you know, even the governor of New Jersey, Christine, whatever her name is, I remember her, and also Kasich. Like, what do they see? Hi guys, you know, sorry I didn't say hello to you guys, everybody, Janie, everybody, Wadri, Jeanette, Phyllis, Red Gypsy, Jessa, Indivisible, Donna, everybody that I'm seeing right here. Okay, okay. But I just want to say, but anyway, so here, what is the advantage from that perspective? Like, what is it that they want to do? Why are they going on the Democrat thing? They're like, they're saying, those people say they're like this. Okay, they have this, the hands like this. They're saying we see ahead. We want to have long political careers, and we know that you win by bringing in as many people as possible. And that they feel like because they were antagonized by Trump, and that they are not never going to really go that far, they have an advantage. That if they stood by, they were against Trump, then they have a longer career. You know what I mean? It may just say, it may be that they are not like, it may be that they are not like as popular with the quote unquote the base, but the base is, it's much smaller. So they're saying that those Republicans, they're, you know, they are like, you know, doesn't make sense. Like, they're just thinking that if Democrats even remember them, they'll be like, oh, maybe we'll have chances back, you know, God, you know, the future or whatever. Okay, they're betting because they really can't make any inroads in the Trump era. They really can't win anything. Okay, they can't go again. They're going to lose if they were trying to run as Republic. You know, as, I mean, they're not even running, right? But I'm just saying, like, their political career is on pause because of Trump. So this is the way forward to them. And they, I know the other interesting thing, guys, and I have to say, kudos to Bernie. Okay, really, like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm really like, he's, you know, I'm so happy, honestly, that the way that things are saying, he's supportive. He's been, you know, him and his wife, it's really cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just was like, wow, good for him. You know, I'm really so proud of Bernie. Like, I'm serious, like, because he's supportive. You see how he really likes, he's supportive of like of Biden, and he said that Kamala was his favorite, he said, and stuff like, so that's cool. You know, that's cool. I'm good for him, you know. But what I wanted to say is that like is that, you know, anyway, is the future, like people looking towards the future and thinking that the country has to unite. Okay, and even for them, this is also a survival thing. For in order for them to have political careers, they have to connect, they have to do alliances, they have to do, okay. So this is cool. Okay, they don't want the kind of like radicalism, okay, that a lot that, you know, that like you know, that separates people. Okay, so that's cool, you know what I mean, people coming together. So that's a unity, that's the thing they want. Okay, and they're, because it's saying that Biden is much more like I said, he's losing a lot of ways, and he's saying, I just want the entire country to come together. That's what we want. We don't want to say you can't come here if you're different. We want to say if you're a little different, like if there's some things you like, come to us. We won't judge you. We won't say things, you know, we want. And this is like they're saying, this is the mature way of looking at things. Okay, and so okay, because they know that there's like a swing, you know, things go very much to the right and then they come back. Okay, so that's it. Everybody's about survival right now, survival and like moving forward. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, so play by, yeah, I don't know what that means, play by play. Yeah, I'm not watching, so just so you know, guys, I'm not really watching the thing. I don't know what they're talking about, but that's what I'm just translating. Okay, the mood for it. Okay, okay. So anyway, so okay, so that's the story. That's why the Republicans are in there. Okay, okay, that's why the Republicans. Okay, interesting. So that answered. Okay, that's clear to me now. Actually, I'm glad I did this. Okay, okay. So, all right. Now it's like again, big party, big tent. Okay, that's what they're saying now. Okay, so that's answers here. Okay, so guys, okay, I don't know. By the way, pausing here now before I move to other questions. I don't know. I don't know how was your weekend. Okay, guys, I really struck. Can I tell you? I really struck. I didn't post this as a question, but I have a question. I struggled with anger this weekend. I was so angry, and I can't go on Twitter anymore because I think I told you before. I don't even tell you my Twitter account because I get so angry at people. I'm sure I get kicked out. I get so mad and I say things I don't know. And then the next day I woke up. I was like, oh my god, you know, because I there's this guy, this lawyer. His name is Ben Vitas, the Vitas, whatever his name is, Ben. And you know, doing the thing of Barr, he's like, oh, Barr, he's an institutionalist. Yeah, don't worry about. He's a traditionalist. He cares about the institution. It's like he one of those people, you know, who's like saying, and I got so mad at him. He wrote to some. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like he wrote to some woman complaining, you know, about how she treated this other one that I don't like, Brunig, her name is. So then I call him names. I send him a message and I call him names. You POS. This is why we are here. We are today. Like I get so mad. Okay, and it's so bad for me, guys. I notice. I know I should change my energy. Okay, I got so angry. So my anger is like it's really bad. But that's right, guys. And the astrology apparently it did say that it was people angry, but that's why I had to take a break from like the news. Even though as you know, I post the news and everything. I just could not. I can't watch this stuff anymore. I get so angry. That post office thing drives me up a wall. Like I cannot. I'm just like I don't know. It's very hard. But my question is, what's going on with the anger? What can I do here? What can we do in general dealing with this anger? Because I don't know, guys, the anger situation is, I don't know. I'm very angry. Okay. Lately, just so angry, like it burns. You know what I mean? Anger, guys. No, but I mean, it's not personal. It's not personal. And I said, I was like, oh, projecting the lie. I had no other things to do, but still, I just feel like I can't. Okay. Okay, yeah. So what's going on here? They're saying pause on it. They're saying they're hoping you're going to be angry so that you get distracted. So don't watch it. Just do it. Get off. What the thing with Twitter is good to get information, but when you get into like the dramas of people, it's saying Twitter is good, but it's also very out of context. So people could say certain things and you don't know the full story, and so get off of it. It's not healthy. Social media has this effect, and especially when upsetting things happen. Okay, so yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, it's okay to be angry. That's right. That's right. I'm just like, okay. So okay, but it's like actually saying it's working. They're scared. That guy is scared. They're saying, but you don't even know the half. There's people going after the family of the guy because there's people, guys, who knows. Let's say, for example, they know his kids or his wife from like the gym, like random things. They were like random people. Nobody knew about them before, but now they can't go anywhere. They can't go anywhere. They yelled. The guy can't go anywhere, guys. Imagine if you go to a restaurant. Like, imagine if you go to a restaurant and then you see the like, I don't know. I don't know. Imagine if you run into the guy on the street. Yeah, I know, guys, but seriously, like that's crazy. The anger is like, but it's in a way it's good because they're noticing how much people care. They care. They're like those people there. He's afraid. He's afraid. Okay, he's afraid. And I told you guys, didn't I say like last time I looked into him, and that it was like is that right? He's gonna start to backing down. October, he's on his way out. Okay, he's thinking of his longevity. Okay, so that's it. That's the thing. Okay, so. Wow. Okay. So this is it. So it's saying this too shall pass. It's like, but it's saying even though it hurts, it's temporary. You're not like constantly angry all the time. But it's saying people are they are expressing anger, and those people are starting to get afraid, like really afraid. And it's good. It's working. It's working because they're like, there's a price. Okay, there's a price. There is a price. Okay. So okay. So this guy, guys, this is not okay are you kidding me? The post office, like, are you kidding me? So kind of energetically, okay, so it's saying like you can also close your eyes and focus on, like, imagine the efforts to destroy. Like, imagine, okay, they're saying here, think about what's going on. Let's say, for example, we saw the images, like you probably saw it, like how they were, oh my God, this image of they were carting out. I don't know if it's true, whatever, but there was like this big truck, like driving away, post office trucks. I was like, oh my God. It was like, and then locking post office boxes. And so they're saying this is an effort of, like, right, they want to show us, it's like we're trying to destroy the post office. So you're saying try to like a juice, extract the effort. Okay, and it's like put it in your hand, and it's saying like dissolve it, so that all of it starts to dissolve. It's like if you can extract the effort to destroy the post office, and try to like visualize it going, instead of like you trying to get the guy, or like telling me, because it's saying that, like, focus on the effort to destroy it, and then remove it, removing the effort, like it's weak until it disappears. Okay, so we have to energetically work on it also as well. Okay, wow. They're saying we are winning. They're saying we are winning, and they're trying, they have a really good clown in front, but we are winning. Okay, we are winning. We winning. We winning. If we're winning. Okay, so like, okay, so that's the story. Okay, so oh my God. Okay, so okay, just somebody. Okay, I don't know, guys. 1 second. Somebody. I don't know. One sec. Okay. Anyway, so this is it. In a way, that's interesting that it's kind of working. Okay, so now quickly. Okay, guys, it's almost like I didn't want to. Okay, so just, guys, I have to teach you this thing. I'm a little behind. Okay, just visualize this energy. Okay, we don't, and Jennifer is saying here, I just saw Nancy on MSNBC, and she said we don't agonize, we organize. That's right. Okay, so it could even be like a local protest, like do something about it, loving also. But it's, I think, energetically, just imagine the effort dissolving, just throwing light into it and dissolving it. Okay, so you can you organize your local protests. Okay, or even like standing with a sign, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot that you could do. Okay, to express the love for the post office. Okay, now I was gonna, this is like, as you know, this is the most, makes me the most angry of all, I think, is this subject of the post office and the voting. Okay, but still, since we're talking about it, might as well continue here. Continue. Okay, continue. Okay, now, I said here, post office sold out elections. What, if anything, will stop the joy? So the first thing here is the joy agrees to testify at the House Oversight Committee on August 24th. So at first they were like, September. It's like, are you serious? September? It's too late. So he said he's going to come over. He'll come over. Okay. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen when he does? Okay. What's going to happen? He's like he's very nervous, okay? And he has this like management consultant kind of talk way of speaking. And he doesn't, it's okay, he's gonna, no. It's gonna be hot because there's gonna be a lot of protests, guys. A lot of like, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be beautiful in some ways, okay? And he's gonna be like demoralized over there, okay? And he's a kind of like a cold person. Okay. Okay. Now the question I had here, okay. So the question I have here is second question. The first question is, what if anything will stop the joy? What will stop this thing? Legal order, the governors and the FBI also. But guys, I said before, this is I was talking the other day about this, and then Anne, she's involved with the post office. I don't want to say her name, but she said that they have internal police. It's like some sort of internal FBI. They investigate mail fraud, so they're investigating. They're taking, okay, account into all the stuff into consideration. Okay, so they're gonna have to have. There has to be a legal move to stop these actions. Okay, this is the thing, because asking doesn't work. Like especially with this administration, guys. Oh, can you not do it because we don't want it? No, doesn't work. Okay, doesn't work. Doesn't work. So okay, so and then the other thing that I'm understanding here, okay, is that the legal just the legal, like a stop. There's a, how they stopped the thing with the DACA similarly, but they're moving fast. And the guy starts to get afraid. He gets it reminds me of a situation, that guy Gordon. You remember Gordon something of the Ukraine, Gordon Sunderland or something? He got kind of like, actually he continued to work there, but the whole thing kind of fell apart, and then eventually he quit or something, left or something like that. Okay. So now then I see them then speeding up again now. Okay, but there's a lot of backup mail again, guys. They're trying to. So what is going to be done about this? Emergency, okay, emergency things, okay, emergency places to drop off. They have to have this is very difficult, because there's a lot of places where, like, oh, somebody, I forgot to add this, guys, and now it's coming up. Somebody emailed me a link to this news that people in North Carolina receive ballots with Trump's face on the envelope, something like that. Okay, so like, so this was really interesting, okay, because of like, because they're trying, I think, guys, the Democrats have to move to, like, this is the thing, we have to be much more like proactive, because they can't be like, oh, but the Republicans don't follow what they do, just do your own. They have to be very much more independent, much more aggressive. And I think they're going to have this national movement to kind of like, how do you call it, like to do extra stuff. Now I do see, guys, I told you before, okay, I did tell you before, and it's coming up again. I don't want you to get scared about it, but I do think that there could be something connected to the Supreme Court about this. Okay. Oh, this is right. This is the thing. If they go ahead, remember this whole story. That's right. I said, if the state AGs go ahead with this thing, okay, there's something where they have to think through this, because it may, you know what I mean? Like, that they're going to, how do you say this? It's something like they're going to have to change, like, the vote. There's something here. Okay. They're obviously not going to change the date of the election itself, but the things that could be done. Okay. I don't know. It may happen. Okay. They're going to try to, and I think that the Supreme Court is going to side with us, but the Trump administration is not going to stop it. And neither are the Republicans, because they're losing. Everybody knows they are losing. They are losing, guys. This is true, right? This is true. And it's not, I think the whole thing with the Hillary and Trump, it was much closer, and they had the Russian help. This time it's like 10 points ahead, okay, a lot of places, and it's not so simple, okay? Okay. So, wow. Okay. Unreal information. Unreal. Okay. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Now, let's go. Hey ho, let's go. Okay. Wow. Okay. So So this how okay. So those the state AG is considering moving against the joy. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna stop this thing, and they're gonna have to. I think it's gonna come to a point where the Democrats or Nancy. I think she's already doing this. They're thinking through this. Like, what are the alternative systems they can build around this? Because they're realizing what's happening. Okay, and guys, have you noticed that Trump, he's not thinking about what he wants to do next term. He doesn't want, he's not even saying anything. He is not saying anything. He's not doing anything about his actual election. He just wants to destroy the election. And guys, if you believe, and I believe that, okay, that the Trump administration is like Trump and him, he's like some sort of Russian asset or whatever you call it, okay? He wants to destroy the US. Like everything that we have, he wants to take it apart. Okay, he's destroying the. So for him, if he doesn't win the election, even if he's not, it's all about destroying the system. Okay, I'm serious about it. Okay, so for him, it's still a gain of some sort, because if you think about it, guys, and the big perspective is that he's working for Putin. Putin wants to create chaos in the US. He's succeeding in that way. You know what I mean? Chaos and doubt. Okay, okay. So okay. It's clear that that's their thing. Okay, now House Dems urge the FBI. Yes, the FBI. They're going, like I said, there's going to be subpoenas. Like he's going to have to get a lawyer. That's when I think he's going to start. He's going to stop this thing, okay? Because it's too much. The trouble, financial cost for him is going to be higher than the money he could make. Okay, so okay. So this is it. So now, what is the verdict for today for the situation? They're saying the election. There's going to be a long legal fight about the election. Yes, it's true that it may not be. The results may not come on the day. Okay, but it's like they're saying the Democrats are going all the way, and they have, guys. Sorry, they have to do this, and they know, and they're saying this is why Nancy didn't want to accept the terms, that because it's like the most important thing they know is the voting. If they let him get away with destroying the voting thing, they could do anything. They could steal the election. So we can't give it this to them. We cannot. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So that's it. So we can't. She's like, no, you're not going to touch this. No. Okay. So this is it. Okay. Now, okay. So what about, so it's going to stop. It's going to halt, but it's saying the Democrats are going to have to throw everything they have in this. Everything, because it's that bad, okay? It's that bad. It's the fight. The final count. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Next, Claire. Okay, now, wow. So interesting. So, okay, so then, okay. There's a the Esper questions. Okay, okay, this is probably a quick question. I don't want to do like a very in depth. Okay, so for now, this is okay. We're gonna stop the conversation about the poll, because guys, like I said, they're throwing everything in. The Democrats are gonna go in to stop it. They have to stop it. They may extend it a little bit in terms of the legal fight, but I think we're gonna win. It's just that they're throwing everything. It's like their lifeline. They're going down after this. So, okay. Next is here. Okay. Okay, just quickly. So so Trump, guys, the amount of corruption, the amount of hypocrisy. So how they say like, oh, there's like law and order, no, go cops or whatever, right? At the same time, they're trying to take away healthcare from the military. At the same time that they're putting all this money to buy all these airplanes or whatever you call, all kinds of things, they want to take $2 billion. They want to cut $2 billion from veteran. Like, I don't even know if veterans could be current military. I'm just like, wow. This is like, how the hell, guys, this makes me, as this is another thing that makes me angry. Okay. So think about, and I'm sorry, but those people, guys, how dumb do you have to be to vote for this guy? He is legitimately like destroying them. Okay. They're taking away your healthcare, even if you're in the military. Like, wake up. No, they're like voting. Whoever votes for this guy, I'm sorry, like, don't complain. Okay. Because the guy he's like doing this. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Because this is probably not gonna be in the news, as we know. This is why, guys, say it's like, on the one hand, we're looking at Trump, but it's always dangerous to just look at what he says, because what they do is like, so it's just as like, it's awful. Okay, so are they gonna be able to do that? No. I think that, okay, I don't, guys, okay, especially, oh my God, at the time of coronavirus, can you imagine they do this right at the time of the pandemic? Okay, they say they want to weaken the military. They want to make they don't want people, especially minorities, to get into the military, to have it as a career. Okay, so okay, so then so that's they wanted to make it less attractive for them. Okay, because they're saying, yeah, there's a lot of minorities in the military. Okay, so okay, they say that we want it to be like, you have to be, what you call it, like loyal to our ideas, to our Nazi bullshit. Okay, okay. So, but is it gonna pass? It's like the guys, they're saying the time of election, it's gonna be weaponized by the Democrats, I think, because it's terrible. I mean, like, really, like, are you really law and order for real? So, okay. Oh my God. Okay, so next. Okay, so no. So I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Okay, not that easy. Okay, yeah. So the thing about, guys, this whole thing of stuff crashing down. Yes, Bannon has said, but I have to tell you, like I said, the book, those libertarians, they came before. Bannon is only copying the libertarians, like the Kochs. This is something that, the guys, the libertarians, they admire Lenin. That's why they love Lenin. They think it's the same. They think that they can go into the government and destroy it. Okay, so so this is what I'm saying, guys. This is not new. Okay, this is not new, and neither is Bannon's ideas are not new. It's an extreme version of the libertarian thing. Okay, which is like destroy the government. And guys, the books I told you, I have to list you, I send the books to you, like the list of the books that I was reading and listening to. But it's like, what's interesting about it is that they say that this, the strategy they used was for the Tea Party. They used the Lenin strategy with the Tea Party, where they this first did this, they weakened the moderate Republicans. Okay, and they did the same. They're saying that their strategy is about like using those Lenin techniques, going in and never compromising. They're saying, do not compromise ever and destroy. You know what I mean? That's it. And they were very vocal, and they were, it's maddening, but that's what it is. Okay, so it was pioneered in some ways by the Tea Party, which is essentially a bunch of Koch brother puppets. Okay, that's the ones that were financing. And guys, think who's in the Tea Party. It's Mike Pence is like Mike Pence, Pompeo. They're all those Tea Party people. Okay, radicals of the right who hate, who want to remove everything from everybody with a straight face. Okay, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Like that's the story now. Okay. Yeah, no, I know the debate is not that great, but that's the point. Like they wanted to, guys, they wanted to make it worse and worse and worse because they don't want people to, you know what I mean? Okay. Now, okay. So this is the story. Okay. Now, okay. So no, it's not going to go so well. Now let's go here. Okay. So guys, it's going pretty good. Okay. Today, relative to the stuff. Now, okay. Now let's go to Trump's problemos. Okay. So So now for fun, let's do like personal questions about President. But the personal things, okay? One is about, did you see the photo? Like there's like a video of Melania over the weekend. Like she didn't want to touch, like she was like, she had this handbag and he was like trying to like grab her hand and she was not, she did not want to like touch his hand, okay, at all. She did not want to touch his hand, okay? So it's just funny. And I know in the past there have been people like, oh, Melania, I don't like her. I don't think she wore that jacket. I really don't care when she was going to visit the kids, like the whole, remember this? I haven't forgotten that though. So I don't really care about her. I just think it's a totally transactional relationship, but I'm just thinking the only reason why that would happen is financial. Okay, so like you know what I mean. I wonder if my sense is like, since that's just my theory, okay, since everything about them is financial or transactional, I wonder, is there like she's not getting the money she wants? Okay, is that what it is? And there, guys, there was a book, I would not read that book, but it was like something they were saying that when Trump got elected, she was, this is like how this is the world they live in. Well, she was very smart, she renegotiated her prenup. That's her thing, you know what I mean? That's like what it means to, this is what it means to be assertive in that world. is to ask for money, okay? So so that's why I feel like, you know what I mean, like when there's something she may not like, all, you know, the remedy is financial, okay? So that's what I think. I thought, you know what, maybe she they cut off her credit card, okay? She cut off, you know, she maybe they cut off her credit card. I want honestly, that's the only thing I feel like, oh, what would make her upset is money, okay? Because come on, let's get real. Did she just find out that Trump like has slept with other women and all those things? No, come on. She knew. I'm sure she knew. Okay, come on. Like it's not our love that we felt for each other. It's not. Come on. Like nobody. Okay, come on. I don't think she would be offended even. Right. This is what it is. Okay. It's an exchange. Okay. So what? Okay. What was happening there? Why didn't she want to touch his hand? What was she upset about that day? Tell me more. Mariah. No, Melania. What happening? I think she wants, you know, she wants out. Okay. She definitely does not want to be, and there were rumors before that she was about to get divorced or something. She wanted to be in New York. There's something like, I think she has some sort of love, you know, I don't care really. It's just like she wants a life of her own. Like she does not want to be doing these things. And either I feel like she had to do it. Well, she's like, he changed her plans. She didn't want to be doing this. And she was like forced to do it from her perspective. And then it's like I see that she's in her phone and she can't. I do think there's a financial element of this. She can't. She wants like almost like a separate bank account or something, like another extra bank account that when she leaves, she could use the money. You know, she's essentially negotiating her financial independence in the future. Okay, so she feels like they didn't give her what she wanted. It's something about, honestly, like some sort of lawyer, divorce lawyer, or like a lawyer, a state lawyer, something. Okay, like there's something there where she doesn't, it's like there's a financial concern here where it's kind of like a form of negotiation. Like she said, okay, I showed up in this thing, I gave up my weekend going to hang out in the whatever, I don't know where, with her friends or love, I don't know what. And then at the same time, she didn't get the money that she wanted. The money was supposed to be in whatever account, because you know what it is, guys. I think the moment this is out, she wants to live on her own. She wants to do her thing. She wants to get out of this marriage with something. Okay. And I don't know. Honestly, I think it's like I said, there's so many scams going on. Okay. You know what I mean? They don't have money. I clearly somehow either the money was taken or something. So this is her way of like, this is her way of negotiating money. Okay. That was it. It's like, I'm going to embarrass you if you don't give me more money. I'm serious. Okay. But let me check here with cards. Okay. Okay. It's just that it's something like she wants a separate life and then she's not getting it. She's like, it's like in her mind, she's like, so much indignity to have to do this. I'm just like, you know what it is, guys. Unfortunately, okay, you know the word escort. Okay, I'm not saying she's an escort, but that's the actual word. What is it? Does it mean to escort somebody? It's to go to the person with to functions with a person. You know what I mean? To be like the arm candy kind of person, and she feels like she's doing way more than I was in the contract. Okay, essentially. Okay, she feels like I've done a lot more than it was expected of me, and so she, you know what I mean. So I think she's upset. It's like, ugh, I've already done so much, and then I'm not paid enough, or like, I'm serious. Okay, it is a much more transactional thing. Okay. Okay, now, and she just feels like she doesn't have enough money to be independent after this, because you know, just see, guys, the clothes, she was very expensive clothes, very, very expensive. Okay, and I'm sure we're paying for it in a way or another. Okay. Oh, I know she did come out with an with the yeah, with the visa. Okay, so what's happening? What's going on with her versus Trump? What's going on there? Why is she upset? Why is Melania upset? Why did she do that? Like I said that's a division. But let's see what the card says. Sometimes they have, that's it. Look, this card, guys, holding on to exactly what she has. Right? Look, it's the person who wants, like, she wants to literally hold on to her stuff. Again, look. Oh, yeah, I was right. Finances upside down. So she is a fine. Oh, look, yeah, that's it. She wants to hold on to the stuff she has. There's some big money discussions here, and Queen of Cups upside down. She's upset. She's upset because of the money. Like I said, there is some sort of finance, like she wants to hold on to stuff. She wants to keep money. She, you know what I mean? It's accumulation, okay? And it's a financial negotiation. And she, and like, I seriously, she's like, I show up. Why do I have to show up if you don't pay me? Okay, okay, I'm serious. That's the kind of, this is it. It's just like, it's a transactional thing, guys. But in some ways, at least she, it's not like she's pretending to love him. Okay, okay. Uh-oh, problemos. Okay. Oh, see, this is interesting. So this is a kind of problems, or some dark thing, or like a heaviness. This is moving on. So she's having, she understands, like, that she, with this, the guilt, it could be the guilt of Trump or his financial shenanigans. She's going to have trouble getting what she wants in, it's, as far as finances are concerned. Like, she had a plan for divorcing, and now that the money is not where she thought it was going to be, she can't live the lifestyle she wants to have. Okay, she can't do whatever that is, okay, that she has to do. Okay, so yeah, so I think it's, honestly, it's a financial negotiation issue. Okay, so all right, so next. Okay, so yeah, so the tree, it's growth, it's health, it's also like the people connected to Melania, and this is an offer, like the growth. In other words, it could be that she's planning the growth of Melania, like she was planning, isn't that like a nest egg? Isn't that an expression? Like, she was planning to to have this whole thing, like a tree. In other words, the stuff that for her older age, and then she was hoping for a big sum. That's what she wanted some, in other words, some sort of settlement. Okay. Okay. So, okay. And okay, so okay, guys, so it's so fun. It's so interesting. I was seeing them earlier, but I see Ivanka and Jared don't like her. They think she's just an expensive, like, gold digger. Okay, so I feel like she, she's like struggling with this, and then like Ivanka and Jared are like, ha 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 ha, look at her, she's so screwed by Melania, ha ha. They're thinking like this. They're like, she's not smart enough. She's not smart like we are to, like, grift. We're much better grifters than she is. So like, they're laughing because they know that there's not much there for her. Okay, and I think they don't make any provisions either. But I think that Jared and Ivanka gonna lose everything. It's not like, oh yeah, like, laugh now, Trash, laugh now. So, I almost, guys, I see her. I wish, I don't know if it's true, but like, what if I see that her in the future, like, writing a little card. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy prison. Like, like something like that. Like, Melania sends. You can imagine she sends like a. I use in post office to send them a message. Oh, I don't remember how I did this. I forgot how to do her, but her eyes. Why are I never understand. Why is her eyes, like, they used to not be those that small? It got really small, squinty. It's so strange. I don't know what happened. Like, it's like weird. You know what I mean? Like, how she's like, she's very Zoolander. Okay. No, interesting. Short illness. Rich girl, interesting. So it could be also, guys, sexual activity. Okay. But I don't know. Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe that she's upset about the girls that he was with. Okay. Though, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not too worried. Okay. So that's why. Now, just quickly, guys. Okay, just sorry, just the last question, and then I'll go move on to an interesting. Oh, look, the law upside down. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So the long. So okay. So interesting. So this is like the law upside down, the foreign stuff, and the shit gets real. Like the longing. Okay. She's like, she was hoping for something, but it's not coming. So I think it's like she knows. Oh, the other question I have, and maybe this is a question. What does she know that we don't know? My sense here is that their bank accounts are being affected. Okay. So so like so so I think, and this is I think her mistake, guys, is like, why not? I maybe it's fear or something. Like, she should have left. What the hell is she doing? What does she think is gonna happen? It's over. You know what I mean? This whole thing is like, she should have left a long time ago, but she's still on. She's still on. Okay. So what happens? Like, okay, first of all, what does she know about it? Like that, she's like, it's bad that she heard. She's sort of like, she hears this conversation in the background, and it's like, even when she's in when she flies with Trump, Trump has a lot of conversations on Air Force, whatever. Okay, so so she knows it's bad, but she should have left, okay, because it's gonna get worse. Okay, it's gonna get worse. Now, the other quick question here about her: where is she going to be? Like, once Trump leaves, what's gonna happen to her? Where is she gonna be? Guys, again, the TV show that I told you about, the Netflix, was it Schitt's Creek? That show Schitt's Creek, when they take the FBI, the first chapter, the first episode, they come in and they take out everything. Okay, so it's like she's losing everything. I was hoping I had my own things. Okay, so she wants to leave. She's actually looking, from her perspective. Okay, from her perspective, I feel like she would have been like happier. Like, how do you say it? Like, she should have left. Okay, yeah. I have husband. I want my apartment. I no, not here. No, they took it. They took it. So she just wanted to live like Ivanka. I'm sorry, Ivana Trump. She'd be like kind of like a wealthy socialite, but she's not as smart as Ivana Trump. Okay, I just feel like she wants to leave. She just wants to leave. She's ready to go, but it's not gonna be as easy as she wants it to be. Okay, so okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So yes. Okay. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So let's move now, just for the fun. Now here, okay, guys. Now, okay. I don't want to. This is not. God, help. Okay, God, please. I don't mean to say bad things. Okay, of course, but President Trump's brother died. Okay, Robert Trump. Now, Robert Trump, he supposedly was so. Guys, I'm thinking. I believe. I don't think it was COVID. I think he was sick already, and there was something in the New York Times saying they had brain bleeds. Okay, and it's basically hemorrhages. Okay, he fell a while back, and so I think he had been sick for a little while. Okay, for a while, and so now, guys, so then he died. Okay, because of that. I just want to say something interesting about it, about him, about Robert Trump. This woman, Star Jones, like Star Jones, who really likes Kamala Harris. Star Jones said that she actually liked them a lot. She said, I'm very thankful for Robert Trump. I'm very thankful for Robert Trump and his wife Blair. I know this one Blair. She was a socialite in New York, like Blair Trump. I remember seeing her face. So like, so she said that Blair Trump uh, gave her the information of a cardiologist who saved her life. So that's cool, actually. Points for him. Okay, points for him. So Blair Trump, was that Blair? Her Blaine? No, Blaine or Blair? I don't know, something like that. Blaine Trump. I think it was Blaine. I don't remember. So she was like, so that's cool. That I think so okay. So apparently he was not completely 100% horrible. Okay, so that's nice. Now I'd like to know here, but the point of my question, guys, is that Trump said that he loved him and that he was his best friend. I find it hard to believe that he has a best friend. I'm just interested in this. Okay, what is the agenda here? You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, like, did he have a deal with him about inheritance? Because Trump, to me, guys, he has nothing human in him. I just don't believe it. Okay, I am sorry to say this. I believe that Robert could have good points about him, but I don't think Trump is like almost not human. Okay, so I like to understand. Did he really have any feelings? Did he have any feelings for the brother, or is it just like? You see what I'm saying? I just feel like he's such a sociopath that I don't think he cares. Does he really? Is he capable of feeling something? Okay, seriously. Okay, because okay. So what is going on? Okay, so what's up with this? What happened? How does Trump feel about it? Okay. Well, I feel like okay, I don't know that okay, there's two things here. One is financial, the other is that he felt like he was loyal to him. That he didn't, unlike other people, he didn't go out there and say bad things about him when he could have, which is true. I think it's true, right? So and the other thing is, you have to remember this whole thing of like the Mary Trump thing. So I think he was already sick, but Trump himself could not sue her. He didn't want to sue her directly. Okay, so he sent the guy, he got his signature or something like that, or whatever, like somebody's just to say that it was him, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it was Trump's interest. I think the concern that he had about him is this whole thing with Mary Trump is to challenge the inheritance. Okay, you know how the whole story about Mary Trump is how Robert, who is how she and her brother challenged the inheritance, and how everybody sided with Trump, you know what I mean, including them. And if this is one of the concerns I think he has, and the other is that indeed he felt like he was loyal. He was a part of the family that, okay, so where is there, I don't know that does he have another brother? I don't think he does. Does he? I don't know that he does. Because one died, okay? Isn't that like, I think it's three brothers and two sisters, right? Isn't that right? I think it's Elizabeth Trump. It's the other one, the judge who's Mary something. Then there's Robert Trump, and there's Fred, the one who died of alcoholism. So that's his last male, okay? Like, okay, the other one had died, okay? The person on, and like the last male on the, right? So that makes sense. But I think it's much more about his, as you know, I see his more sense of mortality. That's right. He has two sisters, right? He has Elizabeth and the other one. I don't know if the other one's still alive. What happened to Elizabeth Trump? But there's the other one. Okay, that's right. So that's it. I think it's something like he feels it, but he feels like it's personal. Like, how did it feel when he heard about? Oh no, the other thing I see, guys, he's in the ICU. Okay, and then his head is like there's like a swollen thing on his head or something. I think it could be because a lot of times, you know, when you have like if you have any trauma on your head, you know, this is like, oh, that is mad. But you have, if you hit your head or something, like your head could get, you know, oh, that is. But I see that his face is swollen, his eyelids are swollen. Okay, and he was not awake. Okay, he was kind of like in a coma or something like that. Okay, already kind of. So he just couldn't say bye, you know, couldn't have a conversation. It was like that the thing, you know, it was like honor. I feel like it's a brain aneurysm or something. That's what it feels like, explosion of a vein in the brain. Okay, so like so I think it's like the name, and he's like, now it's just me, but also he feels kind of alone. Like, you know what? Okay, this reminds me of something that Michael Cohen was saying. You know, he said on the thing of the book that he wrote, he's going to publish, that Trump. He said, I recognize Trump and his gestures, and when I see him on television, I can recognize what he's going through. He's very scared, and he said something like he's looking for protectors, or like, no, what was it? For this, you know, people that used to do my job. Like, in other words, he doesn't know who he can count on to help him out. And that's the feeling that the number of people that he can count on is getting smaller. Okay, that he can kind of corrupt or can buy into his bullshit. He has less and less supporters. But supporters, I don't mean voters, I mean like people in his circle. Okay, okay. Oh, there's, oh my god, that's right, she died. 66. Oh my god, so he only has the other wife, the other sister, Mary. Oh my god, that's right, Mary. Oh my god, that's it, she's the only one left. Oh my god. So, but I think there's an issue with the inheritance here. Okay, there's definitely like something. Okay, so yeah, no more fixers. You know, nobody else, guys, trusts him anymore. Okay, so this is really interesting. Okay, very interesting. And I think it's also there's something like he's very scared about the secrets that Mary Trump has. He's very scared of. Okay, about the tax stuff that he's done with his family, so he's really scared. So now that he feels even more vulnerable. Okay, but again, I don't think it comes from him caring about the brother. It's more about caring about his life, you know, his own sense of mortality and sense of vulnerability. Because guys, he's harmed a lot of people, and talk about powerful people. So he has less and less ways to defend himself from them. Okay, okay, okay. So next, Wow. Interesting. No, this is actually unexpectedly interesting. So, and I see, guys, I see him on the other side. I don't want to ask, okay, but I think he's arriving. He's like, "What? Where am I?" He's still recovering over there. There's gonna be, and I think there's this period guy people over there that you go to the other side. Some people go to, there's straight to bus, straight to hell bus. I don't know that he goes to straight to hell bus, but he has some sort of like purgatory thing where he has to realize what the role that he played, who he was, and the things that he enabled. Okay, I don't get a sense that he was necessarily a horrible person on his own. Okay, I don't think that he was like necessarily like, oh, as he's not definitely not as evil as Trump. It's just like, imagine having a sibling that is that evil. And I have to say, guys, this is interesting from personal readings I've done. This is so interesting. It goes back to something I said before. I'm not very familiar with his inheritance issues, but I guess from what I've learned, there are a lot of issues like this, and there's usually one sibling that is the most evil, and then he kind of pushes people to be against him or on his side, the more dominant. And Trump is like that. He is the most evil person, and then he gets the other ones to kind of either be on his side or like alienate them. You know what I mean? So that's just interesting here to see. Okay, he is like that. Okay. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Okay. Now, interesting. This is interesting. Okay, so just a little break, more personal things. Okay. Okay. And I have to say, the other last thing I want to say about this, and then I'm going to move on to other interesting questions, is that I have a sense, guys, as he's seen this, he's starting. I don't know if he's okay. I don't know when it started. It's not even the point, but I feel like he's starting to not trust Jared and Ivanka at all. He's starting to notice that they are not there for him. They don't care about him. Okay, he's starting to notice that he can't. He's sort of like in the back of his mind. They're not really there to support him, or they're not there to like. They're getting their thing, their cut of things, their deals or whatever it is, and he's not getting, either he's not getting the money that he wants from them, or that they're willing to do some bad things to harm Trump. Like he's started to think only now he's realizing that putting Jared in charge of things is harming him. This is true, guys. This is true. Having Jared around to do everything is harming him. It's costing him money and a lot of things. Okay, so that's what's also he's sort of like saying, he's kind of like not comparing directly, but he's realizing that this is a guy he could trust. Robert. He knew that Robert would not stab him in the back, but he's not so sure about Jared and Ivanka. He thinks that Ivanka is the smarter one. Jared is not as smart as her, but he trusts Ivanka. But he's now thinking that he's made a mistake. Okay, about it. Okay. Okay, next. Oh my God, interesting, interesting. Okay, so now, oh my God, guys. So now, interesting. So I want to let's continue here in Trump problemos. Now, very interesting, very, very deep questions. I'm going to leave the question about Putin to next, but I'm going to just quickly look into this Snowden. Now, this whole story of the Snowden thing, guys, I think this is significant. This is what I'm saying. Like, he's such a Russian asset, because there's a bunch of there's like on Twitter, all these things where he said, oh, Snowden, he's a traitor, he needs to be killed or whatever. And then like gets to the government, and then this is exactly what Putin wants. I don't even know that he cares, about, I don't think he cares about Snowden personally. I think it's just, this is exactly what Putin would want of him, because there's nothing more offensive to the intelligence community than Snowden. Oh yeah, let's pardon him. It's like, it's so interesting to me that like he's doing this to me. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, this is why. Okay, please double check informations. Okay, like I said, okay, when you post, really, like, because someone said here that Elizabeth was dead. She's not dead. That's why I thought she's not dead, but I guess somebody said here, I trusted the person. Now it's not true. But I understand it can be confusing, because I don't remember her dying. That's why I knew, I don't remember her dying. That's why I thought she was still alive, but she still is alive. Okay, so that's it. Has two sisters. But anyway, going back, I'm not gonna. Okay, going back here to the reading. Okay, now, um, so so um, so okay. So here now, going back to this Snowden situation. Okay, so what is, like, you see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that this is not even a Trump thing. It's something that Putin would ask of him, and he's ready to comply. This would be the best, you know what I mean? This is like the best way for him to, like, it's a classic thing. If Putin thinks he's going to go out, do this. So, the bigger F off to the intel community here. Okay, but let's see. Here. What's going to happen here with the pardon Snowden thing? What are the odds that he's going to go ahead with it? He's pushing. He's like, let's see what I can get away with. Okay. I think the as they push. Yeah, no, do this, do this. It's like, they don't want to. They're saying Trump. They want to harm you. They want to destroy your career. This is like how you give it to them, and then I see that Snowden is like this. He's like praying that this is gonna happen. He believes that it could happen. Okay, Snowden believes that it could happen. So what happens next for Snowden? See, this is like, okay. Oh, I don't know. Sorry. What happens next for Snowden? Okay. I don't know that it goes through. Okay. Like I said, I think it's the kind of thing, Trump and they're very good at things that would outrage people, get them mad. Okay. Yeah, let's see just quickly. Okay. Is he going to pardon a Snowden defeat? Okay. So I think, like I said, guys, I think Trump is very much in revenge mode. Okay. Oh, look. So it's very much, he's like, oh, look, offer. This is creating a defeat to justice, making an offer. Opportunity for the through the White House for the foreign person. So they're saying if we can create a narrative that none of this was bad, that we can always like, this is like such a big, the guy really shared so many things about the CIA, the NSA, the CIA, whatever. Okay, especially look here, long-term deal for the White House. Like, I think it's also that Putin is asking for specific things. Okay, and okay, here. Okay, so now does he get the pardon or not? Oh wait, okay. Shady deal. Sadness. Yeah. So I did, this is the thing, guys. I think this is a difficult one. Okay. I think he's trying to see what he can get away with. I think Putin, this is the thing. I told you before, I think Putin is asking for a lot of things because he knows Trump is gonna lose, but he's playing with him and saying, like, well, if you want my help in the election, this is the things that you need to get me. Okay. So he asks for very specific things, and I don't know that he goes through with this. Okay. So okay, because I think that even, guys, he could try to go ahead with this. It could be cut off. Okay, I don't know that it's even if he tries to actually pardon him, it's not going to be so easy. Okay. Okay, so again, I think he's trying to do everything. Okay, this is the thing. Trump's mindset is trying to do everything he can to help Russians because he knows he can't win the election on his own. He knows. And instead of working to actually win people over or doing something right, no, he prefers that he to do the illegal way. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go to the main question, which is the question about Trump being desperate to see this. There's this news. Apparently, four sources saying that Trump is trying to organize a meeting with Putin in person in New York. Really? Uh-huh. So it's kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? It makes no sense. Okay. Especially now, the travel is not so easy, or stuff like that. So what the hell's up? Where does this idea come from? Hmm. And what will end up happening? Guys, this is crazy. I see that okay, the photograph that I sent with tonight is awful. The photograph, you saw it, right? Just awful photograph of Trump, like totally like this. And this is exactly the same, like, body language that I see him, like, he's afraid of him. He's like a little boy. Okay, he's a little boy. And so he's begging. He's think it's it reminds me again, and this is Mary Trump. She said it, that Mary Trump said that she thinks that the role of Putin for Trump is like his father. It's the same thing. You know how his father bailed him out every time he needed? The same thing here. He's hoping that Putin is gonna bail him out. He's like somehow has superpowers that can help him out. and he's asking for help. He wants to see Putin in person because he wants to ask for help. So what do you want help with? Get me out of here. I don't know what to. He doesn't know what to do. He knows that he could lose, but he's afraid of going to prison. But he doesn't know, you know what I mean? And I think that he talks to Jared. Jared tells him what he wants to hear. He does never tells him the truth, and he gets the stuff he wants. And I think he's realizing that, you know what I mean? So what? Okay, that's what he wants. He thinks that Putin is the only. He's a superhero. He's gonna save him from all his problems. So so what's gonna happen? Are they gonna meet in person? Oh, I can't go. Why? Why? He's like talking on the phone. Like, why can't? No, you can't come. He's like he's like a boyfriend. You notice the relation? It's like kind of like you have a relationship with somebody. The person's kind of breaking up with you. That's the feeling. Like he wants to get close to Putin. Much he needs it more than ever, and he's saying he's not being nice to him. He's not being as nice to him as he needs him to be. I don't know. I'm gonna be like, okay, exactly. Ted is safe. Putin has his own problems. May not be able to help exactly, and but Putin is not stupid. He knows the use. Basically, Trump has expired for him. He's useless. Okay, and I see. I don't know that they meet in person, but I see on the mind of Putin saying like, "Bitch, if you were here in Russia, I would have killed you already." Like you were useless. Like you know what I mean. He thinks that he is useless now. He's gonna extract everything he can. He's gonna dump him punch, you know, and I got seriously, and I think honestly, guys, if he were in Russia, he would have killed them. Okay, kind of like quote unquote accident or whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Once the person is useless, then get rid of him. Okay, okay, clingy. Yeah, no, it's not even clingy. It's like you see, you understand the situation. He needs Putin to win an election. So okay, so he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have anybody like that he can trust. Okay. This is a situation. He trusts Putin. Okay, this is how bad we are. So he thinks that Putin can get him out of the situation, and he can't. He can't really. He's not. Even if he could, guys, would he risk losing? Like sending some? He can't send a helicopter to get Trump out. He can't do it. He's not. It's like imagine like the trouble he would be in to there's a fugitive. Like no, he can't save Trump, and he doesn't want to. Okay, he has better things to do his time. Okay, exactly. So so this is it. I think he's you know what I think he's going to string Trump along all the way. He's not like I said, he's a genius manipulator, guys. He really is. Okay, he's going to string him along all the way until he can until okay, so he can get as much stuff as he wants as he can from him. Okay, okay, now why can't Putin help him? Why is he not like saying that every last time things were easier, things were cheaper, and not people weren't paying. They didn't know exactly what was happening. There was a lot more cloud. There was a lot more smoke and mirrors, and the numbers were pretty close. Now it's not this. They have to play in a defensive role, and it's not as easy. Okay, it's not so easy. So I don't think the meeting is going to happen, guys. I think it's going to happen? No, I don't know. But let's see here. Okay, I don't think it's going to happen. Is Trump going to? Okay, he is begging for it. Okay, I think that that Trump he's begging. Now there's another okay, a card came out here and I was like maybe he okay, very interesting point I want to make here. Let me show you this card. Okay, let me put it down here, but I'll just say so I see here, guys, okay, these cards. Okay, this card, okay, sorry. Uh, okay, you see the card here is like, oh, quid pro quo upside down, people behind the scenes, and the imbalance. I think this is that, okay, and this is shady people behind the scenes imbalance. Now it's possible that Putin is telling him, you owe me money. You owe me money if you don't do the things. And no, this creates a lot of imbalance because he owns Trump, right? So he has a lot more power to dominate Trump like that. Now, the thing that I wanted to say is that there was something on Twitter or whatever over the weekend. I forgot what the conversation was. So somehow the conversation reminded me of something I had read a while back, which is, in France, there is this woman, Marine Le Pen. She's always, the Le Pen family is a very far right family of politicians in France. So she literally took a loan. She got a loan from Russia, and they exposed it. So the Washington Post had this article about how it's literally comes from the Russian government, and how like it's a long story of like the money laundering and how she has to deal with all these shady like payments. She has to pay the money back, in many shady ways and all those things. So she didn't win obviously she didn't win the election in France. So I'm thinking here, the same thing I'm sure is happening to Trump. Okay, they want the money back. Okay, it's like they're not stupid. They're not, okay, guys, think about it. Trump is always calling people, right? But he can't call the Russians. No, no calling the Russians. You call me, you get down building. Yeah, you're calling. Who you? Are you sure you're calling? No, calling me? No, no, I don't think so. Trash. You see building? You don't want to fall from building, huh? Do you want to fall building? No, no. So okay, so very interesting here. Okay, so let's see. You see, like I wonder, guys. I'm sure. Oh, look, talking here, conversations, talking about money. That's right. Okay, now the bear. People say bear is Russia, but bear in the this should not be. It's about personal finances and or the boss. So they're talking about finances, and again, I think it's like he wants money. Trump is a look. This is the child here. Okay, the losses. Okay, look, child losses would mean a lot of problems for him. So he thinks he can't win the election, and he doesn't work, right? He doesn't. The military is on my back. Okay, I have military on back because of the crimes from way back. Okay, and he's worried that the military is going to find him. Okay, in other words, Cyrus Vance has the information. Okay, and we've done business. You're my business partners. Okay, this is a card of the business partner. Okay, sorry. Oh, okay. So okay, and I am your the local enemy here. Oh, disgrace for me. But building, but building, uh, building. No, 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 no. There's something here I had. What is it? I don't know. I said. I don't know, guys. There was something I had here with me. Did I put pocket? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't. What is it? I don't know. It was violin. What is it? I brought it. One second. I felt like, did I sit on? Oh my God. I don't know. It's somewhere. I literally just picked it up. I felt like I put it in my pocket, but I didn't. Anyway, doesn't matter. So the point that I was making is that he's like, it's terrible. They're gonna expose. This is like, I was even forgot about it. They're gonna expose the money. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay, okay, because you know what I mean. So wow. So wow. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, wow. Interesting. Interesting. It's a disgrace. They're going to expose. I think he wants to give him updates also about this. I think from Trump's perspective, he thinks that Putin is going to be very worried about the legal ramifications to Putin of what they have on them. Okay. But I don't know that the Putin is that worried. Okay. So okay, now until the election, let's say like by the election, what role will Putin play in the Trump situation? Okay. What's going to happen here? Okay. Because guys, I have a feeling I'm not saying that we should not be afraid of Russians in terms of what they could do to our elections. I just feel like he has better things to do with his, like, he's not going to want to do this. Now there's a good person here who is exposing the theft. Okay, so what? Okay, here, what is going to happen here? Yeah, look, the problem, like the crimes of the letter for that, like this stuff is going to come out. Okay, clouds, internet. Okay, letter, like 2 letters. Oh, look, guys, bad for him. So he doesn't know what crimes he's going to be charged with, but it could be bad, he's saying. Okay, so here we have conversations, the business. Okay, so wow, private. So he's afraid of what's going to come out. Trump is very afraid of what's going to come out in these investigations. Okay, him and his family are being investigated. Okay, so wow. So let's see here. Okay, yeah. So wow, prison. Guys, looks how bad look how bad it is for him. I could go to prison. I could do it's like he's desperate. Trump is desperate. He's essentially, I think the situation is that he's begging. He is begging. He is begging. He is begging for help, and there's no there's nothing he could do. I mean really, there's nothing he could do, okay, to help him, okay? So like, okay, so this is like a mess for Trump, okay? I think in some ways, guys, if it's not the money, it's like Trump did business with them before, and it's, I think, okay, this is the thing that I also believe, guys. Putin knows, like when he first put Trump into power, he thought that, like, they made a lot of gains, okay? They made a lot of gains at the beginning, right? But at the end, it's gonna be really, really bad for them, okay? They want, in a way, I feel like they want for a little bit, but the payback is gonna be bad for them. It's gonna be bad. Okay, they won for a little bit, they're gonna have a long-term loss. So he realizes that, he knows this, Putin knows this, and he realizes that if he, if he continues helping out Trump, like what for? Okay, it doesn't make sense. I think the sanctions are gonna be worse. I think everything is gonna be worse for them after this. So, okay, right? So, so this is what I think, okay? So, wow. Yeah, I'm just processing, guys, okay? I'm processing, okay? Now, I don't think, there's like somebody asked you a question about the money. No, I don't think this is so easy. I think the way that they are trying to pay off their partners or whatever is through these loans, the PPP loans, okay? And like I said, guys, one of the reasons why I got so angry over the weekend is this article that I sent you guys about Jared involved in the Kodak deal. I was like, when I read this, I was furious. I was so upset. I was like, are you kidding me? This guy is everywhere. Look, okay, so did you see this? Okay. The out of the ordinary loan for Kodak came from a new and little known government agency, the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation. This outfit was created to provide foreign aid, not domestic assistance, and it is headed by Adam Bowler, a former roommate of Jared Kushner. So think about it, guys. Okay, like a look, foreign assistant. Who is foreign assistant? Paying back the people that I owe money to. Okay, so then he, this loan is like to code, and this the story, guys. This story is crazy. So the story is all about, is not, there's two parts of the Kodak thing. The one is the pump and dump, where the stock was high, the price of the stock, and then there's like a whole thing that it's not worthwhile getting into it to explain it. That's not necessarily Jared himself, but the actual loan is. So think about it. It's like it's a mob thing. Okay, it's a real it's really sickening. I can't even get into this anymore because it's so upsetting to me, okay? But really, can you imagine Jared, guys? Jared is behind this loan to Kodak. Think about it. Just right that alone, something really bad is going on. So the other story, okay, seriously, he's behind. So the part about the pump and dump where the stock went up. So there's this guy. He is like an Orthodox Jewish guy from a similar, connected to the same kind of, I think the sect that I think Jared is somehow involved in, I believe. Okay, so then the guy, he's the board of directors of Kodak. And by the way, this guy that is the center of the scam of this the Kodak, there's two, like I said, I wanted to explain, there's two separate things, the Kodak stock and the Kodak loan. Okay, so the Kodak stock, this guy was already on the board of directors. Okay, so then this is before the news went public. So the guy goes and then he loans. No, okay, so the guy who was in the board of directors of Kodak makes a donation to this like nonprofit synagogue or something like that, okay, that doesn't actually exist. So that it's just like some building, okay, it's not even like a real synagogue or something like that. So then what happens is, when you donate this money, like he donated like this money, and then it went up, the price of the stock went up, Like, and he obviously knew that he was going to go up. So then the price goes up, and then he can have a huge tax break as a result. So this is tax fraud, where the guy, he created a whole fake company to just give money. Think about it. And where did this money, you know what I mean? And I'm sure they probably sold it. Who knows? It's like, it's just money laundering, tax fraud, you know what I mean? All these things connected together. Okay. And that we don't even know about the actual, I don't think the loans went through, by the way. Did you? I read that they were suspended, but just the fact that the guys is Jared's roommate, guys, and the fact that Jared created this, and it's so obvious, right? It's a foreign assistant. What foreign assistant? Oh, my friends. Okay. So think about it. It's like Jared is involved in everything, everything. So, and that is saying the most sickening. Well, they are doing something though. The loan didn't go through. This is true. The loan didn't go through. Okay, it's just the scale of it is insane. Okay, so what is law enforcement doing about it? They got their people, guys. I see the guys being interrogated. They're already on to these people. Okay, they are on to them, and they're gonna lose everything. Okay, people. But guys, it's the mob. It's really about the money laundering. This whole thing is money laundering. This whole scheme is, how do you transfer money to all these people through, like, it's like, so I think, the moment this was exposed, it's so obvious, it's so blatant and obvious. Okay, so what's happening? Okay, what is Jared's role in the Kodak loan? Okay, what is Jared's role? Let's just quickly with cards. Okay, oh, look, this is the real estate people. Look, this card, perfect. Look, this is the card, like them with like the three people doing some shady business together. Oh, exposure, the sun upside down, so exposure is not so good for them. Yeah, the fortunes go down. So you see, like, they're planning, they're just criminals, like common criminals. Okay, doing their plotting. Okay, clouds, other words, hidden news. So become the hidden stuff comes out. Okay, it's coming out as it came out in the article about, this is an offer, right? So this is like the whole, oh, here, go judge. Oh no, interesting, go judge. Has to go to court, trash. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Go to court because there's a theft. It's stolen. Like, little child could be, connected again to the Trump kind of crew of criminals. Theft again. Look, theft. This is the lawyer, or like lawyer or information. Okay, like the children. This could be, like I said, I think they're connected to Jared. Okay, so, oh my God, unreal information, unreal. Okay, so here it is. Oh, look, there's a man. Is that him, Jared? The foreign stuff people can. Oh my God. Yeah, the fox is like the treachery. So yeah, so guys, it's a mob. I think this whole, guys, it's a, the stature, the Rico stature is the only thing. Okay, is the only thing. They The only way that you can stop these people is to charge them with mob crimes. Okay, think about it. So it's like, it's some guys, the amount is like, how could you, like, oh my God, isn't that crazy? Like, I'm just like, wow, I don't know. It's like nobody could have, you can't even, you don't have time. This is okay, think about it. Like, okay, okay, guys, let's get real. Every single time I come on, I have several questions, right? Like, obviously, like a lot of stuff, a lot of articles all the time. Every time, like, how many? We have at least two or three lately. How the hell are they capable of doing all these? Like, this is, think about it. They have to be doing crimes once a day at least. That's all they do is commit crimes. How the hell do we, even not, how could anybody catch up with them? It's unreal. Okay, it's a lot. Okay, so okay, now another last question. Okay, is that last question? Have I really covered? I covered it. Is that? Huh? Okay, now this is crazy. Okay, this question. So what about, you guys were talking about this thing? I didn't. Okay, so there's just like this. Okay, um, okay, the experimental botanical extract oleandrin was promoted to Trump during an Oval Office meeting in July. It's embraced by Ben Carson. He's very smart. Ben Carson's very smart man. Yeah, very smart. Trust him. Yeah. So Ben Carson and this guy. Okay, My Pillow founder. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So guys, this is like, and so I never heard of this thing. You were saying, some of you are saying that it's actually poisonous. It's some sort of herbal extract that can be poisonous. It's poison. Yeah. Interesting, no? I find it interesting, no? Really? Like, this is how low these people are. This is like, and I'm sure we all could see why are they doing this? Because they can give him a few dollars, like whatever. They're all getting kickbacks, and they will promote anything. They will promote anything. They will promote anything. Like, come on. Okay, like they will say bad things about Fauci, Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates, everybody, but they are promoting these things. Like, you know what I mean? Because it could be like, okay, let's say that they are like so pure and so perfect, but these are the people that are promoting these bullshit things, and they're going after Fauci. Like, come on, people are dying. Okay, people are dying. Okay, people are dying from this thing. Okay, so what's up with this? Let's see. It's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm just like, what the hell's up with this thing? Come on. Oh my God, how are we gonna stop this? I just like, okay. Oh my God, the devil! Yeah, look at this is a legal person. The burden, like a lot of stuff going on, guys. This is a legal person exposing the devil. This is like, I think and I'm getting a sense here, guys, that people want to. Everybody's desperate. The only reason why they got with Trump is to get a cut out of something. Nobody, okay, come on, nobody, like no legitimate person is at this point connected to Trump. The only reason you stay with Trump is to get some sort of shady deals thing where they get it's corruption. That's the only concern. Okay, so you see, like, okay, so there's like this to me, this would be like some sort of like a whistleblower. There's people, the important information comes out, and it's like damaging. It exposes the scam. Okay, so okay, here it is. Gloomy thoughts. Okay, Griffin University. Okay, yeah. Oh no, yeah. So, but I think this could even be, guys, this is the risk is true death, I think. Okay. So this is like, it's not just that the whole thing is bad, is that truly it's like they don't really care. It's fatal. They just want, they're saying you can go to Trump, like in their minds, like, oh, just go to Trump. He'll just, you don't need to prove anything. If to prove anything, you just make a claim. And okay, again, the key. So election problems, this is a solution to the election problems. Like, there's, how, okay, guys, Trump, he's obsessed about getting some sort of vaccine by the election. He thinks that oh yeah, if I get a vaccine, people are going to vote for me. And so he is like, what, it doesn't have to be real from it. I was like, no, it just, as long as people believe it, that's the only thing you need. Okay. Wow. Okay. How are we? Okay. This is the thing. How are we going to get rid of all, like, how are we going to find justice for all these people? This is like, it's going to be the last question of the day. Okay. Because it's, the scope is so broad, like it's so big. Okay. So how are we going to get rid of these people? Like, how are we going to have justice for all of them? Because it's so much. Okay. It's so much. Okay. So this is the compromise. Now this is the children, or the like of stuff going way back, and this is finances. So they have to go back to the people. Okay, this is okay, people's finances now, and then they're connected. Okay, this is blocking their money, going back to their finances. Okay, here it is. Anchor a long time. So put them in prison, I think. Okay, prison for a long time. And the values connected to the children, going back to the values. Okay, and then this is true, guys. I think a lot of corruption investigations, one of the easiest things to do is to go back and see how much, like, sometimes people they live way above their means. And this is how they caught the Robert Hansen, who was like spying for Russia and stuff. Like, he made X salary, but he was living in a new house. He had like the new cars. Was like just making money on the side. Okay, so this is how you, okay, like, this is, oh yeah, okay, ending the talk. Okay, ending through talk. So getting people to talk, giving some people the opportunity to talk, to get the bigger, you know what I mean? But I think it's gonna be bad. Okay, the work deals. Okay, court. Yeah, that's right. Take the people that have business connections to them, they're gonna go to court. So it's truly, guys, the mob investigation. Like, you take the people down, the ones that have, and then you kind of, this is how it is. You gotta go through this huge, like, conversation, like the whole, it's a mob investigation, huge investigation. Okay, so, and you take, this is the thing, freeze the money. They have to prove it later. Yeah. 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 Okay, take the money. This is your money. And it's saying if we have a deficit, it's gonna be good because they stole the money, so we take it back. Okay. Wow. So okay guys, so oh my god. Oh my god. So I hope it was good today. It's kind of crazy, okay? Kind of crazy today. Wow, I'm done. Can you believe I'm done? 10 minutes. I have usually goes over, okay? So let's see any more questions. Wow. So do you have okay, so this is it guys, okay? So wow. Let me just see here. Do we what else do we expect this week? What else? More bombshells, I think. More bombshells thinking. No more bombshells. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. Okay, but this, hold tight, hold tight. And I think it's gonna be, it's we have some crazy months ahead, but we're gonna get through it. Okay. It's not gonna be. There's not gonna be a break until I feel like even as the election goes on, it's gonna be crazy. But eventually, okay, we're gonna get rid of these people. It's gonna be tough. But I think it's also, guys. The other thing I wanted to say is a change. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the fifth. We'll talk about it on Wednesday. I think, guys, I looked into it before. They're gonna release it, but I think it's not. It's not worth. It's the kind of thing that you don't want to like. I don't want to get like, oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Let's see when it happens. It happens. It could come out really soon, but we'll see how it happens. Okay. So it's just the last. Is the last breathing. It's the last breath of all this. I have to ask, okay, what's going to happen? This is for next time, maybe. Okay, I have to ask about it. What's going to happen to all these little libertarians? Those because Trump is doing the ideas of Trump. They're not original. They came from all those people like the wealthy, super wealthy, and all those things, and they've been going for decades. But what's going to happen to them after this? Are they going to go back, crawl back to the hole where they came from, or what? Okay, okay. But we'll think about it. I think it's raining, guys. It's crazy. What a weird weather even. Okay? But I'm gonna go enjoy your evening. I'm gonna check out what happened in the DNC. What's going on, okay?